We are days away from the beginning of October, and it's just the right time to start thinking about putting up your Halloween decorations.
Joining us with some spooky but sophisticated ideas is local blogger Holly Charlesworth from My Sister's Suitcase. Holly, welcome. Tell us about some fun things we can do to decorate for Halloween.
Okay, well, chalkboard art is kind of all the rage right now. You've seen it on Pinterest, you've seen it everywhere, and so I wanted to actually incorporate that into my holiday decor, and with Halloween coming up, perfect place to do it. So
places you can go online to get some really cool chalkboard designs, so you don't actually have to write it on a chalkboard.
If you don't want to do the handwritten look, there are lots of digital chalk files you can actually go and find for free, or you can purchase. And this is a design that I purchased from the Caravan Shop, and they have lots of really cute things, and then I actually got it printed in this huge format at Staples. And
this is one thing I don't think people realize. So they think if you're going to get something really big like this, it's going to cost a ton of money.
Well, it usually would. If you went to a regular printer or copy store to get this done,
it would cost
very
like
expensive. An arm and a leg. But there's a little secret.
Okay.
So when you go into Staples, you want to get the engineering prints. That's what they're called. And it's a huge black and white printer they use for blueprints and things like that. So this is one of their largest sizes. It's a 4 foot by 3 foot, and it cost me about $7 to print.
$7, people.
And then once you have it printed out, where can you put it? How do you display it?
So the easiest way to do it is just to kind of trim off this little white border. This is exactly how I got it from the store. And then just tape it up on your wall and put your Halloween party table in front of it with all your food and decorations, and kind of use it as a party backdrop. So you can just stick it up on the wall.
Make it as simple as possible, or you can get a little bit more sophisticated.
Yeah, I wanted to create something kind of more long-lasting that would last the entire month. So I actually made a burlap wall hanging. I just backed it with some burlap I had at my house, and then I used some of this glitter ribbon you can just get at Joann's or Michael's,
edged it.
And I just used hot glue to attach it. And
I think with the shot we have there, we can't see the top of it, but you put a dowel.
Yeah, I put a dowel in the top and used hot glue again.
Okay,
no sewing.
Your best friend.
And then I have it hung up a really cute spot in my living room, and there's pictures on our blog, but it looks really cool. And I made the whole thing for less than $15.
As soon as I saw these, when you sent these to me, I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm getting for Halloween. I definitely want to get some. And I had thought maybe I would just tape it up on the wall, but I love the burlap with the dowel hanging. I think it's so cool.
It's really fun.
And the twine, you used twine to
I just went right through the dowel pocket and just hung it up on a nail in my house.
So cute.
And if that's a little too overwhelming or too big for your house, I also have another design that I purchased in the same pack of a skeleton, and this is the smallest size that you can get on this engineer print. So this only cost me $1.75 to print this out. I already had the frame in my garage, and then to make it look like a real chalkboard, just make sure you take the glass out of the frame. And then it has that cute matte look, and I'm going to put this on my Halloween mantle. So less than $2.
And you could probably take any frame and paint it black, or paint it orange, or do a little, accenting
Make it more
with that.
Halloween.
Well, and how many of us have kind of just random frames hanging around that, were used for something at some point?
Well, speaking of that.
Yes. So if you want to be creative.
So if you actually want to try your hand at the actual chalk art or hand lettering, just grab an old frame. If you have something hanging around your house, this one I actually thrifted and got at DI for about $2.
Excellent.
There was a picture of a lovely birdhouse
which is no longer there.
So I took it home and I just painted it with chalkboard paint, which you can get at your craft store. And now I have my own reusable chalkboard. I use this for every holiday. This is one of my favorite projects that I've ever done. And so I actually just did hand lettering. One tip I wanted to share that somebody taught me, which I've loved, is you can actually use a regular pencil sharpener to sharpen your chalk, and then it helps with the fine details,
that's
shading, and that's just a little tip.
Very cool.
Fantastic. And if people want these tips or more great ideas, they can go to your blog.
Yeah, I have all this stuff on the blog today at sisterssuitcaseblog.com.
Very good. Holly Charlesworth, thank you.
Thank you so much, Holly. Coming up next, the Pebble Creek Ski Patrol will join us with details on Oktoberfest.